You've been giving away your power your entire life. And the worst part, you never noticed. Every time you reacted to someone who didn't deserve it, every time you explained yourself to someone who was never going to listen, every time you let a stranger's comment pull you out of your own peace, it didn't feel like weakness in the moment. It felt necessary, justified, but it was training you quietly to live at the mercy of other people. By the end of this video, you'll understand the one shift Marcus Aurelius made that turned him from reactive to untouchable. And it has nothing to do with what you say back. Let's begin. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of something most people still miss. The real battle is never out there. It's within. Not correcting every misunderstanding, not defending every misread comment, just mastering the impulse to react at all. Here's what nobody tells you: reaction doesn't just cost you the moment, it costs you your awareness. Someone says something slightly off, nothing dramatic, just enough friction, and suddenly your mind isn't yours anymore. You're replaying it, rehearsing comebacks, analyzing tone, and while all of this happens, you're gone, trapped in something that already ended. That's the price nobody calculates. And once your awareness disappears, your control follows it. The Stoics saw something most people never slow down enough to notice. Not everything deserves a response. Your control doesn't live in the situation. It lives in the space between what happens and how you respond. It's a small space, easy to miss, but it's always there. Most people move too fast to find it. They react before they think. But when you slow down even slightly, you start to feel the reaction forming before it takes over. And in that half second, you get a choice. That choice is where everything begins to shift. Why you don't owe everyone an explanation. Here's something most people never confront. No amount of explaining guarantees you'll be understood. People don't see you neutrally. They see you through their own lens, their experiences, their insecurities, their assumptions. You can say the same thing 10 different ways, and if their lens isn't built to receive it, it won't land. Not because you fail, because it was never just about you. And the more you over-explain, the more you train people to expect it from you. You create a silent rule. My actions require justification. Once that rule exists, silence starts to feel like guilt even when it's actually your clearest boundary. So what's the alternative? Not distance, not silence forever, just intention. You explain when it adds value, not as a reflex to discomfort. The power of the pause. Picture this. Someone tries to provoke you. A comment, a tone, something only you catch. And instead of reacting the way you always have, you pause. No response, no correction, nothing on your face that confirms it landed. That single pause changes the entire dynamic. Silence creates something most people can't sit with: uncertainty. Did it land? Was it ignored on purpose? Their mind starts filling in the gaps, and their attention shifts from you to their own assumptions. This isn't about outsmarting anyone. It's restraint, and restraint, practiced consistently, builds a presence that can't easily be shaken. Every time you let something go that doesn't deserve your energy, you reinforce a boundary quietly without announcing it. Over time, you stop having to think about what deserves your attention. You just feel it, and that instinct becomes your new baseline. This is where discipline enters. Your mind will still try to pull you back into old patterns, the urge to defend, to prove, to explain. But now you see the trigger before it takes hold. You observe it instead of obeying it. You're not adjusting your behavior based on every external input. You're stable, and that stability is what allows everything else to function more effectively. Your decisions are clearer. Your actions are more intentional. Your direction is more defined. Eventually, this way of operating becomes natural. How you don't have to think about whether something deserves your attention. You know you don't have to force yourself to ignore distractions. You simply don't engage with them. You don't have to remind yourself to stay focused. You already are, and that natural alignment is what makes the difference. Epictetus said it best. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it, that matters. And Seneca reminds us, he who is brave is free. Freedom was never about controlling how others see you. It's about mastering how you respond when they try. If this reached you today, sit with it. Don't let it pass like everything else does. Subscribe, like, and share, and don't forget to check other truth that will affect your life and relationship positively.